So we've had a look now at the costs that you as the seller are in for or will be in for. Now let's have a look at number 3, your contract. The offer to purchase, the contract, the sale agreement, call it what you want, but everything rises and falls on this. So the buyer signs an offer to purchase. It comes to you as the seller and you have to decide, are you going to accept this or not? Firstly, please make sure that all the verbal conversations that you and the estate agent or you and the buyer had, the commitments, the promises, is written down on the paper. Don't leave anything up in the air. Then there's some important points that you have to look out for. The first thing is the estate agent's fees. You are going to pay for that. Usually in the contract it is a percentage, but please do the calculation. 120,000 Rand looks a lot more different than 5% plus VAT. So make sure you know what you're going to pay. Another pitfall that I see becomes a problem at various instances is the occupation date. Remember, at some point you have to move out and the buyer has to move in. Make sure you know when the occupation date will be, that you are prepared for that, that you have a place to move to, and then obviously if you are going to stay after registration or the buyer move in beforehand, what the occupational rent will be. And then obviously you as the seller, you have the right and privilege to choose the transfer attorney. It's your prerogative and you can choose whoever you want, but please don't just choose any attorney. Make sure you know the attorney, know something of him, and that you trust him. He is going to conduct this whole process for you, and they have to do good work, obviously. And that attorney can be anywhere in South Africa. It doesn't have to be in the town you are living in. I see lots of times people try to convince sellers otherwise. It doesn't matter. I've done property transfers all over South Africa and I'm situated in Potchefstroom. It's your decision. And the other thing, please, to look out for, don't just choose any attorney if they do not have conveyancing or transfer experience. And make sure this person knows what they are doing. And if you don't have a specific one, ask the estate agent if they can propose someone they know or who is good, or you can even ask the buyer. Seeing as they are paying the transfer attorney, they might have someone they know and trust and does great work. Okay, those are some important points of the contract. Please don't leave any blank spaces on it. Make sure it is signed properly. And something that's also part of the contract is the next point that we are going to move to now. And that is the Annexure A.